Look around you. Plastic is absolutely everywhere. Your phone, your coffee cup, probably even the shirt you're wearing. We love it because it's cheap and it's durable, it lasts such a long time. But that's also the problem. Plastic doesn't go away very easily. It hangs out in our environment for hundreds or thousands of years. Some people seem to think that when we throw plastic away, it just goes away. But away is just another place. See this place? It's not just a pile of trash. It's an engineered mountain. If you look at the sides of the hill, you can see layers and layers of plastic and other garbage. Trucks bring all of your trash here to a landfill, and giant machines then spend time compacting all of this plastic and all of this garbage into tight blocks so that they can fit more in. But even these mountains start to overflow because we toss away so many single-use items. The workers spend all day sorting. That means that they look through all of that mess and try to separate plastics and glass and other materials. And yes, as you can imagine, the odor is exactly as bad as you think it is. Most of what you see here will be buried, sitting in darkness for hundreds or for thousands of years. If plastic stayed underground, that would be one thing, but plastic likes to travel. When plastic hits the ocean, it starts to travel with the currents and drift across the surface of the sea. This is where things start to get ugly. See, the sun and the salt work together to break down plastics, and the plastic doesn't rot like some fruit or vegetable would. Instead, it turns into smaller and smaller pieces that we call microplastics. To a sea turtle, a plastic bag can be mistaken for a jellyfish. The result is the ingestion of that plastic bag. What does that mean? It means that the sea turtle has eaten plastic. The animal then eats this debris, and eventually that plastic could kill that sea turtle, or that sea turtle will just pass that plastic onto the next predator that kills it. This is just a quick reminder. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell so that I can hopefully reach a bigger audience and help more people improve their English and their cultural awareness. All right, thank you. Back to the video. And I know all of this sounds really heavy, but you aren't powerless. There are things that you and I can do daily to help this situation. Look at this table. This is how we can make the switch. Instead of using a plastic toothbrush that will stay in a landfill for centuries, you could use a bamboo toothbrush, and that would be an example of a replacement being something that we're changing for something new. What's great about bamboo is easy to grow, it's durable, and it actually rots when you leave it in a landfill. Now, you can also swap your plastic bottles for steel bottles, reusable bottles. Obviously, a steel bottle is also very durable. You can drop it, you can dent it, and it will always work. Instead of using plastic bags, why not use some fabric bags that you can carry along with you to the store? This way, when you buy your produce in bulk, you don't need to carry lots of small plastic bags that will probably break on the way home. Instead, you can use one big cloth bag that will last you for years and years. And what's great about that also is when you buy in bulk, you're just going to refill things. So you can just carry with you some mason jars and refill the mason jars with the ingredients that you're wanting to buy. When you make these choices, you aren't alone. All over the world nowadays, people are coming together. Days like today, Earth Day. People come together to clean up places and to raise awareness of pollution in our cities or our countryside. At an Earth Day fair, there are booths that sell all kinds of things that can help you replace old plastic objects with better ones. You can also visit an exhibit, maybe, to see how a compost bin turns old food into soil. At an Earth Day fair, you can also join a workshop to learn how to do something, or maybe take home a small seedling, a seedling being like a baby plant. You'll also see banners around at an Earth Day fair to remind people of the messages that are important on that day. Or maybe you'll be asked to sign a petition. If you sign a petition, then you are trying to send a message to the government to make a change about something. So one person using a bamboo toothbrush is not going to save the world. We all have to work together. If 1 billion people change the way they shop and the way they live, it will change the way that we all see our world. So what is one tiny thing that you are doing or that you can do or want to do to help the environment? Leave a comment below. I'll be checking those later to see what kinds of things you all are doing to help the environment. That being said, thank you everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.